Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to my review of this light. This is the Klarus 360X3. It's 3,200 lumens maximum. That is a very bright turbo mode. It's got some very good range as well. And I have some knives in the background, as I said in my last flashlight video. I'm going to show some knives in the background of all my new flashlight videos just to make them a little more interesting. This is Almar Sear, Mini Sear 2000. Pretty nice blade. And if you're wondering about this knife, this is a Microtech SOCOM Elite from 2011. And yeah, it is still a very, very nice knife today. Now here are the stats on this light. Alright, so you see the max lumens there. You also see the run times, that's in hours, and you see the max beam distance, and as you see it's got 4 brightness levels, 2 special modes. Now one major feature of this light, the omnidirectional dual switch, right? That's a dual tail switch, and it has a side switch. Count them, that's 3 switches, but it gives you pretty much one-touch activation of every feature that you would need. Now this light comes with many accessories. You got a lanyard here and some O-rings. You got that belt holster. You got the recharging cable. You have this adapter that allows you to plug in the recharging cable and then plug this into just a regular outlet. And you've got this which lets you recharge it in your vehicle. And here's the light in that holster. So it's got that, overflap. This also comes with a very high quality battery. To get at it, you can unscrew the tail cap. And this is the Klarus battery that it comes with. It is an IMR. Alright, basic operation of the light. There's 2 ways to turn it on. You can either press the tail switch to turn it on and off, or you can press the side switch to turn it on. That is the turbo, right? And you long press the side switch to turn that off. Now once it is on, you can, subsequent presses will cycle through the brightness level. So that's, holy crap, that's bright, right? So again, you press, that's the high mode, that's medium, and that's low. All right, and if you double tap the side switch, you get strobe. All right, warning, we're gonna strobe ya. And that's the strobe. All right, now, you also got 2 one-touch options here. Hold on, you got, if you half press this tail switch, you get momentary on with turbo. You see that? Now this is also a switch. You see this whole thing, you can hit this from any angle, 360 degrees, that is a tail switch. Right? And if you press that, you will get momentary strobes. Alright, warning, momentary strobe coming. See that? Alright, so you got one-touch turbo and one-touch strobe. Now if this is already on, like so, and then you long press this, alright, another strobe warning. If you long press this, it will strobe again. Now when the light is off, if you long press the side switch, it will shortcut to the low mode. Like so. Now if you turn this on with the tail switch and then you press this, it will only have 3 brightness levels. Right, so let's right, so yeah, it will have 3 brightness levels if you switch with that. It'll have 4 brightness levels if you switch with the side switch. And the last special mode is SOS. Alright, warning, there's going to be some blinking. So when this is on, and you double tap for strobe, if you double tap again, that's how you get to SOS. Right, you need to signal for help. And if you can't remember all that, don't worry, because the instructions are very detailed. They have this flow chart you see there, which pretty much that's what I was saying. Alright, so all that stuff I showed, that was the tactical setting, which I think most people will use. And they also have this setting if you want, which is basically, they call the outdoor setting. It's more for hunting. And basically, instead of strobe, it will shortcut to the low mode when it's in this setting, right? So because you don't want to be strobing people when you're hiking or hunting, so they remove the strobe and replace it with the low mode, which is the mode you would most likely use to, like, let's say, read something, you're reading a map or something like that, right? So this even has that setting, and in order to change between the two, they give detailed instructions, and you can pause the video if you wish to check out those, but that will just change the setting. But I'm going to demonstrate this in the tactical mode. Now you can recharge that battery in the light by hooking this up with a cable to any USB power source. In this case, that is a power bank, right? And that is the charging port and the port cover. And the charging indicator, you see that's glowing red around the side switch, right? And it will be green when it's fully charged. All right, YouTube, at this time I'm going to roll in my outside testing and demo footage for this light, and then we'll come back for final thoughts. Okay, we are on the testing board with this Klarus light. This is the low mode. This is the medium mode. This is the high mode. And this is the turbo mode. Extremely bright. Okay, strobe warning, gonna demo the strobe. And that is the strobe. Nice. Alright, YouTube, we're out on the road with no lights. Wow, that is bright. So let's see what we can see. Let's pan around to the trees. Yeah, there's no houses on this road. There's pretty much nothing, but it's great for testing flashlights. Alright, let's go check out Frog Creek. And here is the Klarus light overlooking Frog Creek. Wow, it's like daytime down there. You can see every bubble of that water. Check out the treetops. Wow, I mean, this light is just very capable. Yeah, just lighting up the whole scene. Kind of humid. I'm definitely liking this light. I mean, you can just see everything. Brings the dawn. Doing all that with a single 18650. Alright, so there you go. That's this new Klarus light at Frog Creek. Okay, YouTube, here's a top view beam shot of this Klarus light. Wow, I mean, look how far it goes down the road. And this is the, you can see the shape of the beam there. Just a huge cone of light. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, look at that view. And just a little more lighting up the road. Let's see if I can make a nice thumbnail out of this from this footage. What do you think? All right, YouTube, we're on the soccer field. Let's test out this light on the field. And you see, there is the far goal. And I'm behind the other goal. I'm like on the side of the field. So this is more than the length of the whole field. Wow. Can we zoom in? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the air, but still. I mean, that's easily hitting. All right, so there you go. This Klarus light easily crossing this field. And one more demonstration for you. This is the backyard security mission. I am in the second story window. Well, no bug wanted to be in the video. So here it is overlooking the backyard. Wow, I mean, this just lights up everything. Right, and without light, that's what you see without light. Nothing, except for the distant neighbor's lights over there. Right, and with the light, everything is illuminated. Yeah, so I mean... If you hear a bump in the night, you can definitely find out what it is with this Klarus light. Yeah, loving this light. It's just performing very well. And we are back. I hope you enjoyed all that demo footage. So final thoughts on this Klarus light. The only real criticism I can think of is just the same thing that this whole category has, which is to get that turbo mode, that blinding turbo mode, this thing does get hot. It builds up a lot of heat. Now that's actually a plus in cold weather where I live. It can, I've used lights as hand warmers before when it was below 0 in the middle of the night. But generally, if it's not cold, yeah, you need to understand that this will get hot. That's just the state of technology. All right, so that's the only real criticism I could think of, is just that whole category as that. But overall, I definitely highly recommend this light if you need a really maxed out, optimized tactical light. It gives you instant access to turbo with momentary on and instant one-touch access to strobe, right? And one of the tail switches is the strobe and one is the turbo, right? So, and the switches are shaped so differently that you can tell the difference in the dark and you're not going to confuse them. That is ideal. That is the setup that I think is ideal, right? That 360-degree switch, that could be very useful in tricky, horrible situations, like SWAT team type situations where guys are having to look down and look up and be, holding it at odd angles. And the performance of this light, like the amount of light that they get out of a single 18650, that is truly great performance. I mean, over 3,000 lumens, and it spews it all out. It just lights up the entire scene, right? And now this is not optimized as a thrower, but it is so bright that it gets a really good range anyway, just from brute force. So yeah, they've really seemed to have thought of everything. I like how the charging port cover is just a little more substantial, right, than most charging port covers. If you got that impact bezel there, that's useful because if you have the light in the reverse grip to use the dual tail switches, right, you're also in the position to lash out with basically a hammer fist using this as an impact device. Right, so this is a finely made tactical machine, just like that Microtech knife there. Yeah, this is the price is about $90 to $95 right now, depending on what accessories you get. So I will include those links. It's on Amazon, it's on Prime, you get the Prime shipping, you can no frills return for any reason, so that's all super convenient. So check out those links. But yeah, less than $100. That is really not bad for such a well-done light, especially since it includes all those accessories and it includes that battery as well. All right, and you don't have to have a separate charger because you can recharge with that. And I really like that it includes, that adapter where you can just plug this into a regular socket. I feel like this is one of the best lights you can get in this category. Alright, so check out the links. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights. I'm out.